director of the CIA today flew out of Riga, Latvia, on a U.S. Air Force C-17 to Moscow. He raced through the streets in an armed-up motorcade, met with Vladimir Putin, and was gone within 2 hours. Watch, this is because, as we've all talked about, Russia, World War III has started in Europe. We're just not admitting it to ourselves yet. It's not evenly distributed. They're running sabotage operations in Britain and Germany and France. They're running operations to infiltrate Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. They're threatening the Finnish border. Ratcliffe, who is seemingly now a hawk on this, he will probably have all his good work overturned by Trump in the next 24 hours. But man, it certainly strikes me that this is not a normal thing to have happen.
I'm so glad you're leading with this, because this should be leading news. Why the hell is our director of national intelligence quietly, without any fanfare, meeting a brutal anti-American dictator who has invaded Ukraine, and like you said, is saber rattling with our allies, including there's one big country that you forgot, Poland. And furthermore, we had reports, remember, that I think CNN was the only, there was only one brief mention on CNN last year, because it was mentioned in Russia, where they were openly talking about how Russia, China, and the United States of America under Trump, Xi Jinping, and Putin would literally carve up the different spheres of influence. So America gets Canada and Greenland, Russia gets the North, China gets the South. And I think the reason why this is happening is Donald Trump is dying. Before he dies, he's like, I want it all. And he is just going all in, getting as much as he can. They're raping our data, they're raping our water, they're raping our children, they're raping our land, they're raping our wealth. And they're now just completely dispensing with any even performance. They're like, no, we're just going to take it. And they're also fueled in the back end by these techno-fascists who have openly, people like Peter Thiel, told you their plot. And by the way, folks, who has groomed JD Vance's career from college to the
Peter Thiel, sugar daddy to JD Vance from the time he was in school.
And who, 8 days ago, was it 8 or 9 days ago, JD Vance, as the dollar has depreciated, folks, thanks to Donald Trump's dumbass destructive trade war and thanks to the destructive Iran war, who kind of welcomed the devaluing of the dollar and kind of opened or teased the fact that the dollar should be removed as the global reserve currency. Rick,
that would be JD Vance.
Benefit. How much
in the best scenario, in the best case scenario, John Ratcliffe went to Moscow and told Putin, cut it the fuck out. But Putin knows that the director of the CIA is not in charge. He knows that Donald Trump is in charge. So he's going to call up and say, Donald, you're a tall and handsome and beautiful man. I love to see your handsome masculine figure every day. And Trump's going to go, I love him. He's so good to me. John Ratcliffe, I don't know him. He's a coffee boy, an intern. He barely worked here. No one knows him. He may be deep state. I was signal chatting with somebody who's a former senior German government official. And she and I worked together for years and years and years and years and years on projects. And she's a little older than me, retired now. And she's just like, we'll never admit we're at war until they roll tanks. We will never admit it, that they're at war with us and we're not at war with them. And our guilt from 1945 is still so heavy on us that we won't even defend ourselves against a war by Russia. I hope to God Ratcliffe was doing the right thing.
He's not.
But I have no faith in any member of his administration when it comes to life or death things, especially regarding Russia. I just don't.
Can I connect the dots real quick?
Yeah.
Because people might be like, well, Waj, you and Rick, I don't know, you might sound conspiratorial. We have the Epstein files where Jeffrey Epstein and Peter Thiel are openly talking about the collapse of the post-World War II democratic order, where they
and how to collapse it, not just observing, but planning.
And who did Jeffrey Epstein want to have a meeting with? Who was he enamored with? Putin. And who did he also meet with? Bannon, to talk about the right-wing takeover of social media. What did they want to replace the dollar with? Crypto, right? Deregulation, no oversight, no accountability. Who did Donald Trump openly welcome? Putin and his interference in the 2016 election. Now I want you all just to pay attention to what happened in the past week. Last week, because time is a flat circle, everything seems like it's like 30 years.
Time is a flat circle, man.
Donald Trump attacks South Korea, our ally for 75 years, wants to disband joint military exercises, instead praises that communist dictator Kim Jong-un. He also threatens to bomb Oman. He also now, over the weekend and through his proxy, JD Vance, attacks our ally, our trade partner, our neighbor, Canada. But look who he's kissing up to. Putin, MBS, Netanyahu,
right,
and Kim Jong-un.
And Kim Jong-un. All of this, folks, you should understand, is not a coincidence. This is a pattern of behavior with a goal in mind. Let's bring up some of the Canada stuff, because that was, honest to God, one of the dumbest things I think I've ever seen this president do. And one of the reasons he hates Mark Carney is because Mark Carney is orders of magnitude smarter than Donald Trump. Mark Carney is a very, very brilliant guy. And he is running circles around Trump on this trade stuff.
That's
and
right.
He's got Trump, frankly, in a degree of pain that Trump won't admit. So he's doing like jerk off stuff like, we're going to name Ontario Lake America. As I mentioned to the Canadians, you should just rename it Lake Epstein if he wants to play those games. You know? But yeah, I mean, cutting off our biggest trading partner in the world that 11 or 12 states depend on, including several states like Maine, Michigan, Alaska, that depend on trade with Canada for their economic prosperity. Brilliant move, Donald. Brilliant move. It's why yesterday JD Vance was doing a rally in Maine, Waj, and Susan Collins was somewhere like in Hawaii or something. She got the hell out of Dodge. It was like her busy schedule made sure she was 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, Peter Thiel's gimp, JD Vance, then goes and mocks Canada for Maine yesterday. And Canada's like, all right, bring it on. And look, folks, what we're witnessing, and I said this yesterday, because I don't think people are realizing it. Excuse me, 2 days ago, I said our enemies, and this includes Putin. Putin is the enemy of America, lest you all forget. Could not have dreamt of a better self-destructive, sabotaging agent than Donald Trump. Look what he's done, folks. He is destroying our economy. He has embroiled us in this unwinnable illegal war with Iran. JP Morgan just came out and said there'll be food shortages in 2027. Even if the war ends, gas prices are high. Stupid, dumbass trade war. Tariffs that we've paid for. Now he's alienating our allies, South Korea, which, by the way, folks, has plants in the United States of America, right? So also our economic partner, pissing off Canada, has RFK, the man who has no gag reflex because he just picks up dead animals off the street. Gutted the FDA, gutted the CDC. Some other news from today. 2 people dead in Pennsylvania due to measles. At least 7 reported deaths from this parasite that is causing explosive diarrhea.
Lettuce is our new national spirit animal, apparently. Yeah, well, and RFK this weekend was at an event saying the cure for measles is chicken soup. No, motherfucker, the cure for measles is vaccinating yourself against measles.
Dude, I mean, we can't eat lettuce, we can't eat alfalfa sprouts, we can't eat blueberries, we can't
strawberries, blueberries,
popsicles, eye drops. I mean, when you and I were growing up, Russian roulette was played with a gun. Now it's just 2 dudes with like a leaf of lettuce. Whoever,
it's like, hey, I'm going to get bag lettuce from the store, a bag salad from the store. How do you think it's going to go? Well, it could kill you.
But look, it's like, in all seriousness, Rick, you're seeing it all. It's like Jenga, right? The game of Jenga. You remove enough pieces. You remove enough pieces. What eventually happens? The collapse. And we're witnessing the collapse of America. And we did it to ourselves, Rick.